My name's Samantha Bayard, and I'm here with Straight Goods News at the Ottawa Convention Centre, covering the Liberal Convention with over 3,300 delegates and members represented. It's been an exciting weekend.
The size is fundamental. The NDP had a meeting shortly after the election. It was their victory lap, if you will, after becoming the official opposition, and they had 1,000 or 1,200 registered delegates. Some other observers added on top of that, but the people who were actually delegates was a relatively small number. The Conservatives had, in the summer, they had 1,800. We've doubled all of that. We've got 3,300 registered delegates, and they're in a very positive frame of mind. So the size, the buoyancy of the convention is one thing. Second thing, a third of those delegates are under the age of 30. And that's a big improvement from previous conventions. It again shows engagement with a voter segment that hasn't been voting in the last several elections. So that's a good message. Secondly, the structural change that allows us to reach out beyond our membership to engage Canadians in a meaningful way without some of the constitutional rigidities that would have excluded them in the past. It's now an inclusive structure and organization for the party, and the willingness to begin the critical policy debates. That's only started, and it will go on for 3 or 4 years. But I think those 3 or 4 things are pretty important. Plus, we've had our best fundraising year.
Well, I think that they should know that the Liberal Party wants to listen, that we understand that, we lost seats for a reason, that there's reasons we're not in government right now, that this whole idea of us being the natural governing party and the party of power, I think that if there's any Liberal who at this point still thinks that, they need to stop and look around them, look at the new faces that we have here, look at the faces that are out there that we need to bring inside, and that we want to listen. We want to get into the communities. That's why the supporters resolution was so important. We want to get in, we want to listen to people, we want to hear what they have to say, and really try to make a more grassroots approach to policymaking and governance.
I think Canadians should want to know that the Liberal Party of Canada took a beating on May 2nd, but that we're still alive and we're doing well. The number of delegates here at this convention has been exceptional, and it's been very active. There are a lot of interesting amendments going on and plenary sessions, and I think that it's going to be something to watch the upcoming leadership race in 2013. I think we've got some wonderful people on board and a lot of new people who are coming on board to get this party back in a respective state of affairs.
Hey, sure. I think that they need to know that we've done so many things to reach out to Canadians in terms of participating in this. The whole convention has been streamed live, which is the first time. As a candidate, after my speech the other day, I was receiving emails from members in the riding that were unable to come, who saying, "Great speech. This is such an exciting opportunity." They're watching the policies, they're having their own discussions in the communities. I think this is something that we've done to say, even if you can't be in Ottawa for whatever reason, we want you to be with us and we want you to know what we're talking about, so then you can then give us your opinion. So I think it's been in terms of technology, an opportunity for us to reach out to Canadians, and I think we've done a fantastic job.
I think what I'd say is this is not your parents' Liberal Party. This is the new Liberal Party. This is a very different party than we've seen in the past, and it's a party that I think has some very exciting options for the future, and I'm very confident that you're going to be seeing the Liberal Party around for at least another 100 years.
There's been some amendments to the way we're going to proceed, in that we're going to open up, essentially. We're going to invite people to become supporters and not necessarily members. We're going to invite, but the party is going to go out and reach out. So like as we do in the campaign, when we canvass, to identify our supporters, but we're going to do that on a permanent basis now. So that's our answer to the Conservatives' permanent campaigning. I think we've got the right one.
Okay. Personally, I think the average Canadian ought to know that youth are politically engaged. We're not we're not disengaged. I mean, youth have shown their presence at this convention, and the average Canadian needs to know that.
Yes, youth are getting very involved. There was so many of us here, and so many people supporting everyone. And there was a lot of younger people running as well for different positions. So I think it's been a really good youth turnout.
How did both of you get involved politically? Or was it through your campus, or university, or?
For me, it was like my riding is very like it's a very NDP. It's very NDP.
Yes,
So
extremely.
so it was really easy to get involved with the liberals in my riding because they're so small. So I just got in touch with the right people, and I've been involved since 9th grade. So it's been 6 years.
I got involved with Sheila Copps because my family works with her and works for her, and that's how I got involved to come here, and I'm so glad I did come here. It was a great experience.
Okay. Thank you both so much. Nice to have met you.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name?
Samantha, and I'm here for Straight Goods News. So it's an online politically based newspaper, straightgoods.ca.
I've heard of it.
Okay, great.
Average Canadian ought to know that there's average Canadians here at this convention. This is not the elite that it is sometimes portrayed as being. It's a cliche, but there are people here from all walks of life. There are people here at all ages and stages of life, career, and life experience. This is a good representation of the diversity that's Canada in every way, and that the Liberal Party is not something to be afraid of. It's something that you should check out. There's something that I think you would probably find a comfort level
It's
in.
exciting. Liberal Party is not a dead party. There's over 3,000 people at this party, which I've been told is more members than either the Conservative convention or the NDP convention combined. So we're definitely not a dead party, and we're ready for change, all of us. So it's an exciting time to be a Liberal.
I think that the number of people that have shown up again is the message. There are exciting policy things happening right now on the floor, but I do think it's the fact that 3,300 people came to this event. I think that has just blown me away. I don't think anyone expected that. I certainly didn't, and so it's just been so exciting. It's an energy in the room that is palpable, and this party's not gone, this party's not dead. As Bob Ray said on the first night, we might have been knocked down, but we haven't been knocked out, and I think that everything this weekend has just culminated to really demonstrate that to the party and to the people of Canada.